Hey, it's Christian with St. Augustine TV, and today I'm with Dyer Davis.
What's up?
I ran into him about a year and a half ago here at the Colonial Oak, and I was blown away by his music. So I want to ask him some questions. Do you channel rock and roll, or does it come within?
I think it comes within, man. I mean, I grew up on it. I just feel it, man. You know, it's not something that I have to focus on. It's all just nervous energy, I guess, you know?
To me, it seems like you're channeling sort of rock and roll consciousness, but I guess it's coming from within down deep or something.
You know what? It very well might be that intense. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just do what I do, and I just find a lot of sanctity in it. I love it.
So I'm curious about sort of like envisioning, like how people like start to envision things in their life, and then it becomes true. When did you envision yourself as sort of a rock and roller and want to create a life around music?
I saw the Tom Hanks movie, That Thing You Do, when I was probably 3 years old. And that was what did it. And I wanted to be a drummer originally. And because, you know, it was Guy Patterson with shades. He was the cool dude in the band. He was holding it down. Yes. And so I actually started off playing drums. And eventually I saw a video of Joe Walsh and thought that he was just like the coolest guy alive. Yes. And so it was like, all right, this is what we're doing. But I knew from then on, man, it's like there's no B option. This is it. And that was all. I'm very fortunate that I knew what time it was that early, you know.
That is fortunate.
So, yeah.
You've got one of the best ooh yeahs I've ever heard. Did you work on that, or did that come naturally?
I guess it came naturally. I started doing it one time, and I was like, oh yeah! And it was like, so I do a Sebastian Bach impression sometimes around the band, and it cracks them up. And it kind of started that way. It was sort of a joke. Like, yeah, Skid Row, yeah! And from there, it just became a thing that we'd go on stage and, oh yeah! So it kind of started as a joke, and then it stuck, and I think it's cool. Nobody's told me to stop yet, so.
I love it. Your guitar tone, your voice, and your stage presence come together in such a way that it looks like you are becoming the music or channeling it. So what does it feel like to you? I want to know what it feels like to sort of be that rock and roll thing.
It feels free. Like, it just feels really free. Once the show starts and we get through the first song, everything is fine. But a lot of the movement and stuff is because I'm nervous. And it's like, so it started off that way, and then you just kind of feel the music, and it just feels awesome. I don't think, unless I start forgetting words, then I start thinking about everything I'm doing wrong. But, you know, and it does happen. It happened tonight in the first set on a couple songs. But, you know, it feels awesome. Like, that's what I live for.
What's happening during those peak moments on stage? Like tonight, we saw you like just totally like rock out. The crowd was with you. Everybody was with you. You know, the band was right on. Mm-hmm. What is that? What does that feel like? Those peak experiences on stage?
Ecstasy, man. It's like, it's this moment where it just comes together perfect, and it's like, wow, you know, this reminds me why I do what I do.
So it's a little Nirvana on stage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Does playing music live tend to ground you and center you in the present, or does it connect you with something higher and become transcendent?
I'd say it becomes transcendent. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I keep citing, you know, making mistakes. We're all pros, and but pros make mistakes, man. I mean, it's just the way it is. I've seen plenty of really great, you know, sought after live bands, and just stuff happens. It's a live show.
So what do you do to move past those moments when you do like lose something and you feel a little self-conscious or something's going wrong? How do you push past that?
I either talk into the mic and pretend like nothing happened, Or if it's a note on the guitar and I know that it's wrong, I'll just do something wild, like just take the note and just bend it way high and make it sound like I flubbed it on purpose, or bend around it, or do anything that I can to comp in the moment.
Yes.
But it's just as transcendent and holy, if you will, as it is humbling. Because, you're in front of all those people, and it has its moments where it's like, this is perfect, and then it has other moments where it's like, this is very unforgiving, because you get one chance to get this right tonight. If you miss that line, you miss the line. Like, we're not tracking this again. So it's both, and that's probably it keeps me grounded. I think the nerves keep me grounded for sure.
So are nerves a big part of the energy that we see up on stage?
I think that it starts out that way, and then I found over time that if I don't move and if I don't dance and I don't throw stuff around and things like that, that I have a really hard time playing and singing well. Like, I have to do that. It forces me to not think.
You have sort of you have a blues rock sound that is seemingly backed by soul and sensitivity beyond your years. What do you attribute that to?
I've lived a lot of life in a really short amount of time. The music business is cruel, and there's a lot of ups and downs that come in that. I grew up on like the whole rock star thing. You live fast and you die young sort of thing. And then eventually I grew out of that and, figured out what time it was. But in the process of living fast so I could hypothetically die young, I just lived a lot, and I just have a lot to say, and I paid attention the whole time, and I'm very conscious and cognizant to learn from my mistakes as I move forward in business and especially in personal life. And I write specifically about my life and things that are in it and around it, and people that I know or whatever, whether it be role playing or not, as the protagonist or antagonist in a song. And I just write from that.
What are your top 3 Deserted Island albums?
Oh, it's like the worst question ever. First of all, the very first one that for sure is on there is Spilled Milk by the band Jellyfish. That album, top to bottom, is an absolute masterpiece.
Don't even know it.
Oh, you're missing out, man. They were this. We'll get into it after all this. Anyway, I'll geek out about some Jellyfish. Spilled Milk, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to think about it for the rest of the night and be like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said this. I'm going to do Black Holes and Revelations by Muse.
Perspective.
Yeah, those would probably be my 3. I think Muse is a brilliant band.
Your band is terrific, and it is the case of the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. How did that all come together?
The band itself?
Yeah.
Well, I met David, the drummer. I've known him since we were teenagers. So I met him way back then, and I tried to get him on another project that I was working on, and he wouldn't do it. And then I started on this project, and I'm like, I know who I want, because he's the best drummer I ever played with. And I played with a lot of dudes, and dudes that you would know, and he's just the guy. And I'm like, I was terrified that he was going to turn me down again. And he didn't, and he's been with me for like 3 years, 4 years, and I couldn't be more grateful. So he came in that way. Warren Beck, the keyboard player, came in. A mutual friend knew him and recommended him to me, and then he came in immediately, and just it was off to the races. And then we found Will wandering around in a Walmart parking lot in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with a bass on his back. In the summer of 2024, we were on tour, and we picked him up, and he's been with us ever since. Took him on the rest of the tour, and that's the story.
That is a wild story.
So,
and you have a really good relationship with him.
oh yeah, him and I are best. All of us, frankly, are really, really tight. We're really good friends.
It's sort of like kismet up there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we spend a lot of time together outside of the band too, and we just have a really tight relationship.
You're clearly building something real. So 5 years from now, what does making it look like to you?
Well, the immediate thing, we just opened for Everclear at the 5 in Jacksonville last night. which was bananas. It was so much fun. But the majority of the people that were there to see Everclear, obviously, and they were singing my songs back to me. I mean, people that had never heard of us before, and it was just like, in the moment, it was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. And then the following, this morning, I'm sitting there, and it's just like, I'm watching some of the footage back. It's just got me choked up, It's like, so I think in the short term, opening for larger bands, and then headlining all these venues, getting a bus so I don't have to drive everywhere, and I can actually sleep, 5 years from now, I hope that we're headlining and we're doing some serious stuff internationally. Like, that would be the culmination of everything I've been trying to do for all these years, for sure.
I hope you are too. One word to describe your music right now, what would that be?
Man, 3 Desert Island albums, one word. Not giving me a lot here, man. Introspective, I think. Introspective. I mean, some of the songs, maybe not as much, but I'd say as a whole, introspective, for sure.
Giving a piece of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. You can find my music on all the streaming platforms. You can go to dyerdavismusic.com. We have, if you're into vinyls, we have vinyls. We've got CDs on the website. I'm more than happy to sign stuff even if you're ordering it. We've got t-shirts and stickers and all the rest of it too. But as far as the music's concerned, hard copies on the website. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, any service you got, we're on it. We're playing everywhere. We got gigs just coming out our ears, man. We're going to be hitting the road in July. We're going to be heading all across the country for that. Prior to that, we're hitting all the time. You go find all the dates on dyerdavismusic.com. They're always at the bottom of the page, and they are always updated and kept up to date. And we try to make sure that every single show is just as good as the last.
Do we have any new music to look forward to?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm not announcing a timeline yet. We're absolutely working on new music, and we always will be. And stay tuned, man.
This has been Christian with St. Augustine TV with Dyer Davis. Check out this Northeast Florida rockers music. I'm a fan, and I know you will be too. Thank you.
For sure.
Hey, thanks for watching. For more local St. Augustine content, don't forget to like and subscribe.
As you roll around the bend.